And hello, good morning everyone. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat, USANA Philippines. And welcome to our Your Health and USANA webinar. I am your host, Nina Diocordon, your corporate pharmacist based in Davao City. And I would like to welcome all of our 74 participants in this Zoom meeting right now. And of course, we are streaming via Facebook Live. So hello to all of our 54 viewers watching right now. Hello, good morning to all of you guys. And this morning, it's gonna be very special because we're gonna talk about one of our kids' nutritional, our USANIMALS, and we have invited a very special guest speaker to do a very good discussion later. But before I could introduce our speaker for this morning, I would like to know from our participants your current location. So let me know by typing in our chat box your current location. So let's see. And I believe we are also joined by our friends from Singapore and Malaysia. Hello. Yeah, just what I thought. Singapore, Canada, Malabon, Tanay Rizal. Hello, Iloilo. Maayong buntag. Malaysia, Las Piñas. Ayan, so we have a lot of guests this morning. Good morning to all of you guys. And how about from Facebook Live? Don't forget to type in your current location there because I can see your comments. I can see your comments, and they're also they're also tagging their friends right now. Pasig, hello. Binyan, Laguna. I can see you guys. So keep on typing in your location in our comment section. Ayan. So Iloilo, we also have someone from Jensan, UAE. So we are having a lot of guests from different countries all over the world thanks to our online platform. Canada, Butuan, ayan, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. All right. So thank you so much. Before I could proceed to our introduction of our guest speaker, I would like to remind all of our participants that while our speaker is discussing his topic and all of those things that he needs to share with us, I would like to encourage you guys you can send your questions using our chat box so that later after his talk, we can ask questions to him. All right. So you type in the chat box for our Facebook viewers. You can also type there your questions as under the comment section. All right. So I believe everyone is excited, and let's proceed now to introduction of our guest speaker. So Kenny is the Director of Health and Science Education at our home office in Salt Lake City, and he previous role was regional senior nutritionist and had previously developed and managed health and nutrition training programs. And of course, all of those training materials primarily for Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and Thailand. And his speaking and training style, along with his expertise in human nutritional sciences, made him a very sought after speaker worldwide in USANA. And that's why he's here with us this morning. And prior to joining USANA's Health and Science Education Department in November 2017, Kenny worked at USANA Singapore. Oh, talk about that one. And Kenny is known to be a trustworthy person who is much loved by our associates for his knowledge and cultural sensitivity. He is a very determined and keen learner. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our Director for Health and Science Education all the way from Salt Lake City, Mr. Kenny Tan. Hello, Kenny. Good morning from
Hello,
the Philippines.
everyone. Hello. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes,
Can you
we
feel
can
the
hear
energy
you.
in the room? Can everyone feel the energy in the room? Of course, through virtual conversations, through virtual, session like this, right? I would try to always make the training very engaging. In that sense, I want my training to be two-way communication, which is why chat room is very important. And of course, I need our host help. For those who are joining us by Facebook Live, right? You can type in your so-called your questions through the chat sessions, and my host will actually look into it, filter the questions, collate it, and then share it to me, and I'm going to answer it to the best of my ability through the at the end of the presentation. And as I'm speaking right now, you can't see my video, right? Now you can
You
see
can
me.
see,
Hello.
yeah, yeah.
Now
There you have
you
it.
can
Go
see
ahead,
me. Yeah.
Kenny.
You know what? Because I was tilting my head and I was looking on my cell phone. It is impressive right now because what I'm saying right now is actually pretty much there's no lag at on my Facebook Live. Usually when you do this kind of presentation and you stream it live on Facebook, right? There's much lag. So as I was looking at my cell phone screen right now, there's not much lag. That is good. That is awesome. And thank you for the kind introduction. Good morning, everyone. And I can see throughout the attendees list, there are a lot of my old friends, familiar names from all around the world in the Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Hong Kong, America, Canada. So thank you everyone for the support and thank you everyone for taking out the time to attend today's presentation. While it may seem like a product that may not be in everyone's repertoire, hold your horses before you comment anything. While it is not a so-called a product that everyone may take, and a lot of us join the session today hoping that they have something from USANA, a multivitamins from USANA that is suitable for their young children. Let me address this big elephant in the room, and I'm going to say it once. I'm going to say it after my training as well. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you're first time attending my talk, whether this is your N times attending my talk already, let me tell you one thing. USANIMALS, yes, it is a children multivitamins, and yes, adults can take it. Adults that have issues adapting well to self-essentials or body rocks, yes, they can take USANIMALS. Again, I repeat, if you are here today with a mindset that, hey, this is product that specially meant for my children, for my prospect, for my downline, for my preferred customers' children, yes, you're right. But bear in mind, this product is also suitable for adults and yours truly, myself. And this is a story that has been going on for ages and everywhere when I present. I'll tell it to you. And I tell it to you with flair, with honesty. I'm someone who takes USANIMALS daily. You know why? Because I know how my body adapts or reacts to body rocks or to substantials. So if you have prospect, if you have downline, if you have someone that comes to you, adult, they say, hey, I want to stop my order. I want to stop purchasing from you. And they say, huh? Why? Well, your product is too, you see, and quote unquote, some people say, well, your product is too strong. I don't want it. I want to take something else that don't give me to have this healing reaction or adaptability issue. Well, there is always USANIMALS. USANIMALS can be taken by adults. And sometimes when I say USANIMALS can be taken by adults, they look at me like I'm crazy, Look at me, Adults can take why a multivitamins that is formulated for children 2 years old and above cannot be taken by adults. It makes no sense. So I want you to grab the opportunity. If, and I believe this is not a big if, this is an if that will happen throughout your USANA journey. If someone adults come to you that say, I want to stop taking substantial or other so-called health pack multivitamin just because their body cannot adapt, just because they so-called have healing reaction, healing crisis, hey, do not be ashamed. Do not feel like a burden in your heart not to recommend this to an adult. So get this out of the way, okay? Then we start a presentation. Make sense? Get this out of the way. Adults can take. All right. Now here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Before the start of presentation, right? The host play a lot of USANA music, right? The song about USANA theme song. Every time when the music comes up, it always reminds me of the time that happy moments that we shared during conventions, right? So it has been a while since we have face-to-face conventions. It has been a while since we have all these so-called big scale meeting. Of course, the pandemic worldwide, but kind of the song kind of reminds me a lot of happy memories in my USANA journey. But as I listen to the song, there are different variations, different versions along the way. Now I heard like the song that was just played a lot of this kind of jazzy R&B kind of feel. I may want to feedback to corporate office if they can do some heavy metal or death metal version of USANA songs to cater to certain audience. That would be fun, right? So we have different kind of USANA songs, all right? Just like we want everyone to have a niche. We want everyone to know when they join the USANA big family, they have something that is specially formulated for their need and they can be safely taken in the long run. Look at my hand gesture here, long run. You don't take supplements when you feel that, hey, it is pandemic, I should take supplements. I should help to build up my immune. That's not the way. Taking supplements, yourself, your young children, 2 years old and above, we have different products that is catered to these specific groups in hope that they can take it daily, every day in the long run without so-called adaptability issues, which is why today, a lot of parents, they know they want to find a lot of multivitamins in the market. Well, some things that I always want to share, and this is the general sense, ladies and gentlemen. When you talk about multivitamins that is meant to be taken in the long run, right? You want to cut down the amount of so-called unnecessary things that goes into your children's body. Additive, preservative, colorings, chemical binders, what else? Sugar, right? So next time, before we compare everything, you compare the nutritional contents. When you talk about supplements, you must have this mindset that supplements are meant to be taken consistently in the long run. It's not meant for you to take today, 3 months, 6 months, or when the pandemic is over. Right? You do see the notion, right? During pandemic, a lot of people try to take more antioxidants, right? Or when someone has unfortunately fallen sick, seasonal flu, or so-called common infections like sore throat, things like that, then they will help to so-called want to back up on the intake. So I want everyone to know today, if you're here in USANA, our products are meant to be taken consistently in the long run, and that includes USANIMALS, a children multivitamins. And you will realize whenever we want to launch this product in the market, it takes a little while. And this product would usually comes later. You know why? Because registration takes time. And why registration takes time and why it happens to many of USANA products, I'm going to share with you the story later. And of course, today, with these light products, right, by USANIMALS, it is not as so-called as jam-packed with a lot of so-called information like Self-Essentials or top-tier products. Not discounting that this product is so-called lower tier, no. But I want to take this opportunity to engage more with you. To engage more by, if you have questions, feel free to go into the so-called chat room, the Facebook Live. As far as I can see, I had the chat room open right in front of me. There's not much people. There's only a few people that say so-called they're ready to learn. Thank you for the answer. So come on, get it engaged. Because throughout the presentation, right, I want to really answer your doubts. Okay? So when we start about USANIMALS, first thing first, here's the thing. I have statistics on the Philippines. I have statistics so-called that really everyone should know that a growing child, unlike adults, pound for pound, kilo for kilo, they need more nutrition. It is a fact because their body is consistently building. And at this so-called crucial stage, it is vital and wise to back them out with the right nutritional components. And when I say nutritional components, it always means vitamins, minerals, and important phytonutrients, nutrients from plant. Okay, so when you have all these things, vitamins, minerals, nutrients from plants, you get a holistic approach. And when as a parent, as a father, as a mother, you want a child to have strong teeth, strong bones, healthy brains, healthy development. So you should always focus on the quality products. And you can always compare. While some of us may not have the time, all the time in the world to compare, but allow me to highlight a few things. Beyond what I highlighted just now, right? You have to know that some of the so-called statistics shown in the Philippines that they are not growing up healthily. And for everyone benefits, I will include the links. Okay, if I forget the host, please remind me, because all this I have the links for you to go into the links, the webpage, print it out. It's just a summarization. You can print out and you can keep in your folder in your files. Why? As you go on and share, you are presenting them with facts, right? So here's the thing. USANA has a lot of facts. USANA has a lot of information for everyone to digest. Here's the thing, and I'm sure you're going to agree with me because this is a real life experience after being so many years in USANA. When they share with them information, that the information comes from USANA itself, they will say, or they will comment, the USANA the information comes from the company itself. So the information could be a little bit biased, right? Okay. So I show you third party information from third party, which I'm going to provide the links for. Then when they show them the third party information, they're going to tell you this, right? Well, isn't USANA a big company? Don't you have things that comes from your own organization? So in order to cater to their needs, I have both third-party information and information from USANA. So the choice is yours, whether you want to read more third-party information or the information from USANA. But if you ask me, be a wise person, whatever you do, always weigh the pros and cons, right? When you weigh the pros and cons, then you're going to make a wiser decisions. Hey, come on, my friend. I give you a lot of energy. Why is the chat room so quiet? Is it still early morning there? A lot of people are like they in groggy condition, just wake up. So give me some energy. I need the feedback from energy. Okay. So yeah, someone mentioned I'm relaxed. Well, providing health information, health and science education is my passion. Whenever I have the chance to talk, you can sit down with me and talk. What I'm afraid is I talk until you no energy to listen. But with the given time here, I want to have concise information so that everyone, after my training, right, they will learn, not only I learn about USANIMALS, but I also learn about other things that could help my business to grow. Okay, as you can see from the audience already, from the attendees already, we have audience worldwide. If you are doing USANA business, you're doing international business, right? No doubt, today we're sharing about USANIMALS from the Philippines, which is why every talk in Kenny's repertoire, I would include the Philippines label, and I will include labels from other countries for you to compare, for you to pick, okay? Especially pick the points that can really instill the messages across to your prospect. So here's the thing. You know, a lot of children in the Philippines are not growing up healthily, okay? Children need adequate nutrients, zinc, B6, magnesium, calcium, as you can read here. It is missing from their diet, and what is the best way to supplement it? Here's the keyword, supplement, not replacing. Okay, if you replace your diet with supplements, you're not good. Your child, yourself, will not get the best of everything. Because the name suggests it is meant to supplement your diet. It is not meant to replace your diet. And think about it this way. And I had my fair share of so-called sharing. I had my fair share of explanation that you just don't get enough nutrients or balanced nutrients from your diet. And even if you do, see, even my pitch is so-called gone a bit haywire already, because I'm so excited to share about this. And even if you can get balanced diet for that period of time, my question to you is, how long can that last? Can you guarantee your child or your children they're getting the kind of balanced, adequate nutrients every day? No. Okay. And again, for those who just joined in, okay, I myself, I have been taking USANIMALS as long as I could remember. Okay, as long as I could remember, just because it fits me well and I take it. And if you're wondering, so are you telling me that those adults can take it? Yes, adult can take it. And for those with teenagers, children, right? Teenagers, sons or daughters, if you don't have body rocks in your country, you can still take USANIMALS up until they are 18 years old before you jump to self-essentials. Yep, you can take USANIMALS up to 18 years old before you switch to self-essentials. Don't ask me, ask your upline, ask your sideline. Can I break into half of self-essentials to give my teenager? Yes, you can, but we have a better alternative for you, right? And then, if you look at it, undernutrition. So undernutrition occurs after malnutrition for a longer period of time. It doesn't occur today, 3 months down the road. It is happening for many, many years. And for decades, okay, there's not much improvement in the Philippines. And again, I will give you the information that is provided where I cited the information from, so that you can have third-party information, so that you can have information from USANA. And you can see on our USANA website, I don't care whether you're from the Philippines, Malaysia, or Singapore, if you go into usana.com and then you try to shop and then you click USANIMALS, right? The list of features and benefits for USANIMALS are usually limited because there are many things that we cannot say due to regulatory concern. And this is especially true in the Philippines. In the Philippines, there are a lot of regulations that we need to comply. And hence my training, after being reviewed by regulatory, here comes the pointers here. And don't forget, 1 in 3 children, younger than 5 years old suffer from stunted growth, which means they are not growing up to the scale, up to the progress that is so-called deemed average or deemed so-called common in the population. So I'm not saying that, hey, this is a one-size-fits-all, no. But we have something that is safe, quality products, as you can see in the short introduction video, right? Now, I really applaud the effort goes behind the video creation, right? They create the videos very high quality so that it engages, it captivates the audience. But behind the facade of the video production, behind the facade of beautiful images and everything, you need to know what you have is a product that has been in the market for a long while, and there is not a so-called issue with the content. There's no issue with the so-called under declaring the dosage or over declaring the dosage. You have a product that is safe, that is formulated for children's need. And not forgetting, it is balanced, as in a way that vitamins, minerals, and plant extracts are included. And I want to address one issue as well. And this is particularly true for my friend in Southeast Asia, right? So a lot of time when I talk about products, before they go into, go into buying or so-called committing to purchasing the products, there are a lot of people that will ask whether this product is kosher or halal certified, right? So my friends, if you're listening to my talk, if you're wondering whether the product is kosher or halal certified, right, please always feel free to email customer service and we can get information from you. Don't guess. Don't make assumptions, all right? Some products are halal certified, some products are kosher certified, some are not. So if you have this issue and you're attending my talk today, don't feel so-called hesitative to write into customer service to get the halal certifications. Of course, if you want a table of content of the products, the product itself already have a table of contents. Our website already have a table of contents, but I want to make this easy for everyone. Since you're attending my talk, always I'll take the opportunity again to compare, to highlight the differences so that when you go out and share what makes a product different from competitors, what makes a product unique, what makes a product even different between USANA markets. You'll be surprised at the length, the kind of effort that goes beyond the product that USANA put into. For example, for those who joined USANA for many, many years already, those are like our so-called pioneers, very long time already, you will remember or you will recall the fact that, hey, last time USANIMALS shaped like animals. Remember or not? Those who remember the fact, put it in a comment section. Yeah, last time it is meant for you to take it in the mouth. And I can tell you this, for those generations, when we switch to these round tablets, beyond the changes in appearance, right? The number one thing that they always come and ask me, Kenny, why you change from this product meant for 1 year old, you switch it and you change it to 2 years old and above. Here's the thing, Here's the thing. Because we want to reduce the choking hazard. It's pretty big, you know. I don't know, maybe like Malaysia, it's like size of 10 cents, 10 cents. But maybe in the Philippines, the size of certain coins, and maybe US is size of like not quarter, but 5 cents, I believe, slightly bigger than 5 cents. That's the size. So that is why we want everyone to know when we change the shape, when we change the shape and upgrade the formulation, we specifically had the instruction that says this product is meant for 2 years, 24 months and above. Okay, yeah, decrease choking hazard. Don't talk about children, my friend. Adults who take it, they take, they chew, they suck, they talk. The risk of choking is also there. What more on children, right? Even adult, it poses as a choking risk for adult. Okay, here's a funny thing. That's why we have the cap. Can you see my cursor on the screen? I hope you can see, right? This cursor is what, child-proof, right? Many times it also became adult-proof. People write in a feedback, why don't you change the normal kind of, lead? Come on, we cannot. Because we don't want children to take it as sweet and take it. Okay? So, funny story a lot. It became adult-proof. They have hard times doing that. Okay? And I like about Philippines label. One thing I like about Philippine label is that the regulations actually wanted the labels to feature every category of nutrition on USANIMALS. As you can see from the labels here, and you don't find it in other countries, USANIMALS in the Philippines actually provides multivitamins, minerals, lecithin, inositol, hydrolyzed rice protein. We cannot upgrade the formula anymore in the Philippines, because if we upgrade more, no space for the fonts and everything, and the font has to squeeze right. So we don't we don't want. So that shows you again, in order to legally sell their products, go to the right channel and buy it. Just now the video you see, right? Buy it from where? USANA.com, not thirdparty.com. You buy from thirdparty.com, I cannot guarantee the potency. Even with this potency guaranteed here, we don't guarantee. So it leads a lot of issue when you buy from third party, right? So after so many years in USANA, people actually tell me, Kenny, why you sell so expensive? I can get it cheaper even from this website. I don't want to mention the name. This is a very famous website in America, right? It starts with A and then .com, okay? AAA.com. You can buy products there. Do the keyword, the search. You can buy the products there, even with ratings and more. But we don't want that. We want the proper channel. Get it from the office, from USANA.com, or from your team, your uplines, your team member. Don't get it from third party. Because think about it this way. Is it worth it to save a few dollars and compromise the safety of a product your child takes? You answer the question yourself. Yeah, you may sense some anger in me, because why? It just makes no sense to save some dollar, okay, compromising things that your children take. Okay, if you want to save that, if you want to so-called save that some dollar, right, go for the promotion, go for the what do you call it, auto order, the promotions, the savings, the saving measures that USANA offer officially. Makes sense? If it makes sense, give me a thumbs up or give me a yes in the chat room. The chat room's so quiet. Let me wake you all up. Wake up, guys. Let me type on something. Hello. See, now I really wake up. I know sometimes you're using tablet or using cell phone, right? It's harder for you to toggle around it. Okay, here's the thing. Just now when my host says magandang umaga, right? Did you know that this word I won't forget for the rest of my life? It means good morning in Tagalog, right? Umaga is a so-called former wrestler, former deceased wrestler. So if you know, then I'm a big professional wrestling fan. I don't forget things easily. So speaking of Tagalog, right? Here's the thing that I always find it a joke, and I think my friends last time in my Pinoy friend of Singapore last time, I think he taught me something that I make a fool of myself. I said I've been eating a lot of good food, all right, a lot of tapa, a lot of good food. Then I say my tummy is big already. I need to work out more. Yeah, then they say, yeah. Tummy big is buntis. So I thought buntis mean tummy is big. So I remember I went to which retailer, I don't remember. I was trying to buy myself a new pair of pants. So I was served by this what do you call it, a friendly staff, for sure it's from the Philippines, and we had this small chat. And I said, I'm sorry, I cannot get this waistline because I'm buntis. I need bigger waistline. And he looks at me like I'm some crazy guy, you know. It makes no sense. Because when I said it, I don't say it in a very funny or joking manner. I just say, I think I'm buntis already, so I think I need more. So look at me like some crazy guy. Yeah, you laugh. It happens to me. Okay, it happens to me. And then they teach me a word called that starts with B also. That doesn't really sound so good. So next time, if I want to verify the information, okay, new words, I better clarify with another third party or third person, right? So you can have so-called verification. Likewise in USANA, if you were told by your sidelines, by your uplines, or even by office, by Kenny, by our Philippines pharmacists, if you have doubt, right, we have that many resources for you to refer to. Likewise in USANIMALS, after you attend my training, you say, seems like there's some information that's not covered by Kenny. Can I look into it more? Yes, it's in black and white. It's in USANA.com, it's in AskTheScientist.com, and it's in company product brochures and catalog. Right? If you don't understand us, there's so many resources in USANA to the extent you don't know which resource to use. Make sense or not? So many information and resources, you don't know which one to use. That's why when you attend Kenny's training, right? Every training that you attend, even I'm talking about the same topic, right? You always learn something new because there are always new information that's generated over time. And there are a lot of so-called foundation information that you should know. USANIMALS provides vitamin A, C, E, and zinc. I like this, because when it talks about healthy immune, it spells out ACE. ACE, trump card. And then it starts from A to Z. From vitamin A, you hop to Z. So this is how mnemonics, how you memorize things. You have vitamin A, C, E that helps in supporting a healthy immune function, plus zinc. And all this, I will show you where they find it in the label. Is it enough or not for the children in the Philippines? Is it enough or not for the children in Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Canada, US? So that is why the variations in formulations. Every country have different recommended daily intake, right? So yes, although it is similar, but we still need to follow the law, the regulations. And here's the thing. Again, the label in the Philippines, take extra effort, give them extra credit for labeling everything. Multivitamins, minerals, lecithin, inositol, hydrolyzed rice protein. And if you want to add one more thing, please add it in for me. It's called antioxidant phytonutrient complex. Or I would like to say it this way, phytonutrients, nutrients from plants. Yeah, vitamins, minerals, nutrients from plants. Okay, it is holistic enough. And here's the magic about reading USANA labels, right? Like I say, my friends, first thing you want to compare, may it be competitors or may it be the same products from different countries, there is no better way for you to compare when it comes to reading labels. Why? Reading the labels offer you storybooks kind of storyline with different chapters. I repeat, it's like reading a storybook with storylines that is divided in chapter. Again, that is why, if you have nothing to do today, it's still early in the morning, right? That's 10:40 in the Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore. It's 8:40 p.m. right now in the States, Mountain Daylight Saving Time. Here's the thing. Don't scroll your handphone, okay, Twitter, everything. You can. Next time, read the label. The way to excel in USANA, one of my secrets, and you can, I don't mind sharing with you this secret, is to read the label. In the label, if today I'm a parent, I'm a blank piece of paper, you are my upline, you are my prospect, you are my sidelines, or even if you're my friend trying to meet me for the first time and talk about USANA, USANIMALS, just by looking at this presentation slides, the first thing that comes to mind from the first row on this label, you can tell your prospect, a young mom, a young dad, together they come as a whole when you share. We provide vitamin A in beta carotene form, so-called in commonly understood term for layman is the non-toxic form of vitamin A. Is that right? Is that right, ladies and gentlemen? Just the first row, we can take, hey, our product gives you vitamin A, but in the form that is so-called non-toxic form, or so-called the form of beta carotene. And beta carotene will be converted into the active form of vitamin A, depending on your body's conversion rate. And here's the stark contrast, right? Stark difference. In Cell Essentials, we give you beta carotene and active form. Remember that not during my last presentation or when you read the label. So here's the thing: if I'm a parent, if I give something to my kids that is meant to be taken consistently in the long run, vitamin A, which is known can cause toxicity in the long run if you're taking in so-called very high amount, we give you vitamin A in the form of beta carotene. And there's a question here, right? Why different country, different formulations? Again, very simple. Back to the regulations set by the local governing body, the authority in each country, they have different set of standard and limit we need to follow. We cannot say, nah, we give you US formula, we copy it. Okay, just like Xerox copy it, then nah, we send the Philippines. Cannot. Even the way we put the information on the labels are different. For example, in Hong Kong, you need to have calories. Even the product doesn't have so-called high calorie count, doesn't feature macronutrients. You need to put in proteins how much, fat how much. Likewise, every country is different. But in the Philippines, like I said, the first thing you can see is the very long title. Minerals, multivitamins, lecithin, inositol, out of breath, hydrolyzed rice protein. Okay, so here's the thing. Then we give you ascorbic acid, soda ascorbate, and I'm going to jump a bit here before I come back here, and even magnesium, calcium, magnesium. Remember my story, MACD? I'm going to check in the room, MACD. MACD, remember MACD? For stronger, for strong and healthy bones, you need magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D. Hence, I call it MACD. Look at the chat room, okay? Now back to magnesium. Even the magnesium that comes from different sources, we separate it. We make it crystal clear for you. Why we want to do that? We can simply lump everything together. That's a lot of competitors do. Because we have the resources, because we want to be transparent, and because it is potency guaranteed. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important to read the label, to get story from the label. Even if you don't get the full story, in order for you to be savvy, to be more expert in product information, just look at the labels. And don't be surprised. The first thing when people ask to compare products is they don't compare the price. Of course, they usually compare the price. But beyond the price, or if they are not comparing the price, comparing the label is one of the easiest things you can do. And all the things in the parentheses, in the brackets, shows you everything. So, like I promised, I show you magnesium. Then I'm going to come back to the part here. We, or USANIMALS in the Philippines, give you the full spectrum of B vitamins. If you can follow my cursor, I'm afraid that you can't see my cursor. My friend, let me know in the chat room, can you see my cursor or not? Okay, you have vitamin B1, okay, B2, B3, okay, B5, B6, where is it? B9, folic acid, and B12. Okay, last time we have biotin that calls B7, right? Biotin, it is lesser known as B7 right now. It's called biotin. And allow me to say Chinese called Seng Wu Su. Okay, so the category is the vitamin is B1, B2, B3, and in the odds of 3, 6, 9, and 12, and then 5 full B family members. Now you want to compare? Sure. There are a lot of products that provide B vitamins. Sure. And they use plural, B vitamins. And the S means, verify. Do they give you a full spectrum? Now, I'm not discounting that other products allows it. No, just that I don't want you to be fooled by the general term of, hey, competitor's product, this product is cheaper, it contains B vitamins too. So we compare it. Does it have all this? Okay, let me type in the chat room here. What kind of B? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, and 5. I don't buy Toto and don't buy your so-called your what is the word I'm looking for? Gosh, I lost the word. What is the word that you bet on the numbers? Lottery ticket. Okay, if you maybe if I give you a number, you buy a lottery ticket, you strike first prize, you stop doing USANA. I don't know. And I hope that is not happening. Okay, look up in Hong Kong right here. So full B spectrums we provide with you. Okay, what about ACE just now that I mentioned? A is here. Remember the non-toxic form. We have C is here, and E. Where's E? Here. And zinc here. Everything is provided. It is complete. I don't act smart. When I say B vitamin is complete. Yeah, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B100. You say like this, people look at you like you're crazy, right? Like when I had this Buntis funny scenario in the past. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then odds of 3, 6, 9, 12, and then 5. 5 the odd one out. But usually they label it this way because they have their reasons, Because 1, 2, 3 basically it helps for so-called digestive health. It helps in your nerve. It helps in your so-called releasing energy from the food. 6, 9, and 12. You see, 6, 9, and 12 It helps in so-called healthy red blood cell formation. It helps in a lot of what is the thing? I don't want to make disease claim, but it helps in healthy red blood cells formation. And B5 had its own unique role as well, called pantothenic acid. So again, it is named this way for its specific reasons. So you know the label. And what about next? What about this? This is again extracted from the Philippines label, and it is more or less the same worldwide. Chew one tablet for children 24 months to 47 months. Don't ask me this question. What about the child is 23.5 months? I always had this question. Don't ask me this question. If your child is 23.5 months, wait for another 0.5 months. Just wait another 2 weeks. Can or not? Don't ask your downline. Don't ask Jace. Don't ask Nina. Whew. All this I vomit blood always. Huh? Always 0.5, point this, point that. I always say beta. Beta means I cannot stand it. What about my children 47.5 months? So should I take one tablet, 2 tablets, or one and a half? Goodness me. Wait for 2 weeks only. 0.5 months. You all laugh, but one time, 2 times people ask you, it's okay. Imagine if people ask you 3 times every day. 3 times every day for the whole month. You beta, you cannot stand it. Okay? 4 years old and older, okay? Up to 12, usually up to 12, it is 2 tablets. Now, here's the thing. I want to extend it a little bit. If your country don't have body routes, if your child is a teenager, okay, spread it out until 18 years old. Don't tell me, what about my son is 17.5 months? I'm lost for what I don't want to say anymore. Just 2 more weeks, just wait. Okay? Don't tell me 2 more weeks also cannot wait. Here's, you'll laugh, funny thing. Okay, here's the thing. You look at it. Indication, not appearing in every formula. Like I said, read the label. The Philippines label mentioned this product is meant for the prevention and treatment of vitamins and mineral deficiencies. Supports healthy immune function. Here's the thing. Support healthy immune function. This product, if you go and say, this product raises your immune, this is actually a claim that is technically incorrect. Wow, your product's so good, so miraculously can boost your immune. See, just adding the word help in supporting healthy immune. Or like this, support. You are not wrong. People cannot so-called put the blames on you for misleading them, right? If my product supports healthy immune function, my USANIMALS support healthy immune function, versus my product increase your immune function. It sounds a bit so-called straight in your face, and the implication is much stronger, right? This product increase your immune. Wow. So we always use words that are technical, right? So that you're not misquoted. USANA Philippines is not misquoted. It has to support. And then always remember, for every tablet product in USANA, is USANIMALS tableted? Yes. Tableted products, right? They need to meet the USP certifications. Okay? And the word where applicable is very important. So our product is tested to be able to dissolve within a specific period of time, right? And a general so-called very conservative estimation is that 30 to 45 minutes, it should dissolve in water. But this is another case that I want to highlight, because USANIMALS are meant to be chew, suck on, or bite. I'm a lazy man when it comes to take a product, because if you look at my intake, usually I have pretty so-called big throat passageway. So I take everything, including USANIMALS, I just swallow it just like that. Of course, not everyone should follow me. Some people, they choose to bite, like my kids bite, okay? And for those who say, my kids doesn't like sour thing one. My kid doesn't like all these funny tastes of multivitamins one. Before you comment anything, do try on USANIMALS first. Many times, the tastes are very widely well accepted. It is a pleasant taste. There's no so-called funny metal taste, mineral taste. What do you call it? There's no funny this super sour taste. Of course, you chew USANA, you suck on USANIMALS. You don't suck on these cells and shows. Try to suck on. It's coarse. It doesn't taste pleasant, right? So here's the thing, okay? For adults or for children to take, what do you call it? USANIMALS. There's another case. They say my parents told me, My parents are insistive, not swallowing anything. So it's very simple. You put your USANIMALS into snacks. Well, sometimes my kids doesn't like to eat snack. My kid like to eat fruit. Let's say it's simple. If you have USANIMALS, okay, your kid doesn't like to swallow big things, right? You crush it, okay? You crush it, make it smaller, take it immediately. And the best way is you put it inside banana. USANIMALS, when you put it inside, children take it right. They love the taste. Here's a tip for you fellow parents out there, whether you're mom or dad, USANIMALS, okay, you break it into small tablets, put into banana, whether it's a full banana or you cut a banana into small pieces, children would love it because the banana would cover up the taste, USANIMALS taste that children don't like. Of course, be smart lah. Don't take the whole banana, you put the whole tablet with USANIMALS, who also can tell, right? So you crush it a little bit. So someone share dilute water, take it immediately. Yes, you can. Okay. For the best example, I think parents should show the children can take it yourself right in front of a child or children's face. Take it, show them that daddy, mommy is also taking it this way. It is a way that you should take it. Okay. Of course, just like my Edmund Chong said, I dilute into water for kids. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes to fully dilute. Yes, the warmer the temperature of the hotter the temperature of the water, the faster it melts. Don't put it into cold water lah. Okay. Another thing, healthy yogurt, crush it, put the USANIMALS into yogurt so your child can take it. Okay. You don't put, in Malaysia they have the Milo Peng, Milo ice. Milo ice, you put USANIMALS, how to swallow. It won't melt also, right? So a lot of funny things that happens. And then this is the case that I often occurred during my time in Singapore last time, is that, wow, you say last time your essentials doesn't contain iron. Now you see, you give this USANIMALS no good. I say, why no good? Contains iron. I say, what? Contains iron toxicity. My friend, yes, we have iron in our product. Yes, let me go back. Yes, we have iron products. And this, each chewable tablet, one tablet contains 2 milligrams. One tablet contains 2 milligrams. Two tablets contain how many? 4 milligrams. Okay, here's the thing about toxicity. I will tell you how much it is deemed a dangerous dose for children. But among scientists, we have this so-called general consensus, general agreement. If your child wants to take that many tablets of USANIMALS, in order for them to have a so-called a dangerous dose of iron in the system, before the iron dosage kicks in, listen to me, before the iron dosage kicks in, the child itself may die of choking first before iron kicks in. Makes sense, But you need to take so many tablets before the iron becomes a toxic level. Do you think that the kid will be so dumb, okay, to be so careless to keep putting in their mouth and swallow? No. And we have taken the precautions right. Childproof, or should I say adult-proof lot. Adult-proof lot. And then we considered it when we put in the regulation. I want to show you the links because you can quote me, but I want to show you something that is so-called visible. Visible. And some people say, I don't see a lot of iron as different form, because again, different country have different formulation. There would always be slight variations. And then this is for your information. And these are extracted from USANIMALS from Canada. Here's a question that always been asked, whether it's from English, being sent to me in English, or being sent to me in Chinese. Here's the thing, my friends. I told you before, slight variations in country. There is also slight difference in formulation. But the one in Canada that always makes people question, why is this product labeled for adults? Yes, my friend, because of the kind of composition of nutrients that we have in this product, to put it simply, we did not get the clearance to market this product as a children's supplement. That's why in Canada, we always have recommended adult dose. And people will ask me, can children take or not? Here's the thing. Are you guys following me? I know you guys love to listen to my story, to my example, to my anecdotal evidence, so observations. Here's the thing. Looking at the label, and you can see the one thing I can derive from Canadian label beyond what is said recommended adult dose. Here's the thing. take few hours before or after taking other medication. See, it is always this gentle, small, kind reminder that makes a difference. See that? If you're sharing this product to your friends and they say, oh, my kid's taking medications, my kid is having these other kind of supplements. So for best results, you take it apart, right? And of course, if your child has a medical condition, before they even start the product, they should always check with the pediatrician, the health professional first. And then reading the label doesn't give you a clear picture of everything. So to sum it up, just now I mentioned about these B vitamins, right? Okay, all those B vitamins, and then you add in iron. How many B vitamins? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 5. Plus iron. Okay, what does it help in? Healthy nerve. It helps in healthy development. It helps in releasing the energy from the food. Okay, I don't want to give the notion that this product gives your child energy. Wow, then my child take it, become hyperactive. How? Right? That's not the point, my friend. That's not the point, ladies and gentlemen. It helps. It supports. And then it has B6, B9, B12, folate is B9, and choline for healthy brain development. I don't claim like this, huh? Don't claim like this. Like many parents like to share. After my kid take USANIMALS, they get better score in academic. Right? I know eager parents will share like this, right? After take a products, thank you very much, USANA. My kids became smarter. How do you define smarter? Better academic results, smarter? Yep, but that's not the whole picture. And I don't think it is right to say that, right? You're doubting that the product makes you become a genius. What if the kids take already, then flunk the test? You blame USANA, your product makes my kid less smarter. Die, right? It's double-edged sword. Okay, 双刃剑, double-edged sword. Okay, makes sense. And then we need to have MACD, Mac M magnesium, C for calcium, D for vitamin D, and then K. Okay, vitamin K for healthy bone, healthy teeth. See, when I was trying to do the presentation, I had this mnemonics, right? Let's go and eat MACD, K. This is how you type, right? In what do you call it? Short form, shorthand when you do text message. Okay, I find it funny, and I would like this way: MACD too much equals KO. Okay, don't take too much. Okay, so MACD, K for healthy bones, healthy teeth. You have to support a lot of things that when there are a lot of pointers or bullet points in my presentation, but as I send it out for regulatory review, a lot of things that I cannot mention in the Philippines. Again, I respect the decision because this talk is meant for USANA Philippines, and this talk is also meant for my audience worldwide that knows USANA products, USANIMALS product is safe. And then I wanted to share you something. This, the link, I'm going to copy the link right now for you. Oops, I escaped the screen too fast. I'm going to share the screen. See? Can you see this link? I'm going to send it to the chat room for everyone. And in order for me to share it, we go to the chat room. Share with this one. Well, we have this in Singapore, we have this in Malaysia, we have this in US, we have this in the Philippines. Every country have their different so-called recommended daily amount of intake. And the one that I observed in the Philippines, there is this upper limit thingy. So allow me to open a website. I'm going to share my screen, but this time it's going to go to my Safari. My friend, can you see the screen here? Let me know in the chat room. I cannot see from my Facebook Live. Gosh. Can you see this screen? Oh, yeah. Now it happens. Facebook, it has slight lag already. This screen. Just now, how much of iron per tablet? 2 milligram, right? And this one says for children to need to consume, in other words, for children to have this level, you need to have how many? 60 to 65 milligram of single nutrient iron supplements. Let's assume this is the scenario whereby a child had managed to open the adult proof log and try to take USANIMALS. 2 milligram per capsule, per tablet. Take the lower threshold, 60 milligram. Can at one sitting, a child take 30 tablets of USANIMALS? One sitting, one go? You answer yourself. Right? Makes no sense. So if a parent try to bombard you with this kind of question, this product contains iron, it is not safe. My friend, iron is a vital nutrient for children to grow up. You cannot omit iron from your diet. Okay? And then I want to show you this thing. The one from the Philippines. Can you see the screen? Let me see from my Facebook Live. So lag here, but my friends that join me through by Zoom, you can see, right? Recommended intake of nutrients intake per day for iron, right? You can see the iron recommended amount. Oh, I cannot highlight just a row. You can see it here. It's 9 milligram. Okay, which is far lower, right? Far lower than what I provide. And the last thing is the tolerable upper intake levels. If you look at iron, where is iron? Here. In a nutshell, it's always 40 milligram. The lower threshold, 40 milligram. It makes no sense that you are worrying at the wrong section or the wrong part of the supplements. You're just cherry picking just one nutrient and you make a whole fuss out of it. Yes, you heard it. Vitamin A, too much may cause toxicity. Yes, you have heard it. I agree. Iron, beyond that amount, may cause toxicity. Okay? And if you're someone like me, sometimes over worrying, then you should take more supplements too. Why? Worrying creates more free radicals. Free radicals means more free radicals harm. Makes sense? Yeah. So don't worry too much. If you want to worry, right, let your uplines do the worry. Okay. Don't worry. Everything give the upline, let the uplines do worry. Then you become safer, right? Well, he or she's your upline, right? So they should bear the worriness. Makes sense? Okay. I don't have so-called much to share, but I know definitely there will be some questions I would address it here. So my lovely host, can you please take over? And if you have questions, feel free to share with me. I'm going to leave the screen here like this. So you can, for those who don't want to go to the website, you can just screenshot. You can do whatever you like. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kenny, for sharing with us all those very important information that comes to our USANIMALS. No? So this means that you don't have to worry about giving this type of nutritional to your kids and even for your teenagers, because as Kenny said a while ago, that you can also give this to your teenagers and even for adults. All right. So right now we will entertain some questions from our participants from this Zoom meeting and of course from our Facebook Live viewers. So please type in the chat box your questions or clarification if there's any. Because I think Kenny already discussed everything that we need to learn today.
That's the thing, right? My friends, don't you agree? Or I don't want to say to myself, don't you agree? Or I myself feel it when I give the presentation, right? The time passed by very quickly. I don't know why. I just say, hey, slightly overrun, but don't worry, I'll still be around for a while. Okay. So I like to share, and I hope that if you can get one thing from my training here today is that being a product that USANA give you a product that's safe and consistent in the long run, right? I hope when you share the products, you give that kind of energy, the positive energy, right? So people can feel it, people know that you're sharing a wonderful product. You're not sharing a product that is called, hey, I have hidden agenda or I have facts that are not supposed to share, right? No, be positive. Children products, multivitamins product, quality products like USANA products must be shared widely, or else you see products that are less stellar than us are being shared like very widely, very so-called aggressively, right? So USANA should not, or USANA associate should really tap on this and then go and share it out.
Yeah, that's right.
I see there's a question, can 17 years old also take 2 tablets? Yes. As long as you're adult to 17 years old, you take 2 tablets. But when you reach, let's say adult, full 18 months, full not full 18 months, sorry, full 18 years old. You want to switch to self-essentials, right? Start from lower dosage. Because if you have not taken self-essentials before, starting them at full dosage may lead to adaptability issue. They may need, or it is warranted to start from low and increase progressively, right? Come on. Hey, by the way, do we have friends from Indonesia or Thailand here today? I know we have a lot of countries. If you are from Indonesia and Thailand, thank you for joining in as well. I don't see just now during the introduction. Can we take self-essentials and USANIMALS together? What is the reasoning behind it? Like you're taking self-essential and USANIMALS, like morning self-essentials, nighttime USANIMALS. Yes, you can make it this way, but my reasoning is that perhaps you stock up a lot of USANIMALS, cannot sell it off, then you have to clear yourself. That's one of the things I find it humorous, right? Yes, you can, or you can take it the other way around, like USANIMALS, self-essentials. There's really no so-called yes and no in USANA. Most importantly, it must fit into your daily routine, and you take it responsibly. Don't, let me say in Malay, don't hentam, don't mind hentam. You don't simply take it, say, oh, upline can say take how many? Yes, if you're not sure, ask pharmacist, ask corporate office, ask someone else, right? Don't repeat my Bunti story.
That's right. So you just have to take it separately if you're gonna take USANIMALS or take the essentials, right?
If they want to, if they want to combine because of very peculiar reasonings, that's fine with me. But I want to mention something. Someone in the chat room actually say, is it safe for infant? Here's something that I must emphasize. Everything from USANA, everything in USANA worldwide, they're not catered to anyone lesser than 12 months old. That is most importantly for you to bear. Even probiotics, some adults, they give it to children less than 1 year old. Actually, that is very much discourageable. We don't encourage that.
All right. So actually, Kenny, we have a lot of questions here, and I don't think we can answer all of this all at once. So if you have any question for Kenny, you can send it to his email. Kenny, can we have your email address typed in the chat box?
So you can go to, you can go. Let me give you the link. While I don't provide so-called my personal email per se, but there is an inbox that I'm managing that will questions that you say, sorry, not just say, the question that you ask will be directed to myself and the team. Let me get the websites one. Hold on,
That would be great, Kenny. It would really help our associates because they are typing in a lot of questions right now.
Yeah, because you know why? A lot of questions they are curious to know more. Okay. They are curious to understand more. Go to askthescientist.com, right? Askthescientist.com, and then you can always send through to me. Okay, for example, are you seeing my screen right now?
Yeah, I can see it. It's the website of askthescientist.com.
Yep. Let me show you this. Where's the link? Funny thing, when I want to find the link, I don't see the link. Perhaps you need to log in because I don't have a login on my own. But in any way, if you have questions, always feel free to send to askthescientist.com, or you can send to the USANA Philippines. USANA Philippines, they can't answer it. They send it to my team. And most importantly, remember, do not buy from third party. And
yes.
I'm so thankful that in USANA Philippines, we have more than one pharmacist to cater to the questions needs. And can I answer one question before we go? I know we slightly overrun a bit.
Sure, Kenny, go ahead.
Do you want to do me the honor by picking the questions?
Yeah, good. That's good.
No, do you want to pick it from me, or I do it for me? I pick it for myself.
Yeah, you can pick it for yourself. Like you can choose from those questions right now.
Okay, you see, for someone in Indonesia, they asked me, again, this is a question that I don't want to so-called deem, all of us deem that it is catered for Indonesia, because this is something that could happen to any one of us, right? If you see the label that says, should we suggest after 12 years old to take self-essential 1 a day? Here's the thing. In Indonesia, there could be some leeway because the Indonesia formulation of self-essentials is very much different from other countries. So in some contexts, the USANIMALS, the essentials in Indonesia can be given to teenagers because of the formulations difference. You cannot do that in US, you cannot do that in Malaysia, Singapore, or even the Philippines because the formulation is very different. And speaking of strict countries, Indonesia is very strict. Philippines is very strict too. My pharmacist here can also attest to that. We don't simply make claims that we cannot. So it has to still tie down to your country. But again, if your children, teenagers, or adults, a multivitamin is something that you should take consistently in the long run.
That's it. Yes, I agree with that, Kenny. Because for you to achieve that optimal health and support for your kids, then you have to take it consistently, not just once a month or every two months. Okay, and thank you so much, Kenny. I believe if we could really extend this time, we really want to have you, but since it's already late there in the US and you have a lot of things to do. Thank you so much, Kenny. And before we end, do you want to say something for all of our associates coming from not just in the Philippines, but we have a lot of people right now from Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. Do you want to say something for them? You need to unmute yourself.
Yes, of course. I want to say thank you so much for not forgetting me. Thank you so much for always liking my talks. It is always my passion to share, regardless of where you are. If you're part of USANA family members, just be assured that we have a team of dedicated scientists, including myself, to give you the right and relevant information. And I want to so-called special thanks to USANA Philippines for inviting me. And I'm going to actually see you very soon in the month. Well, it is November now. Just next month. I will have another session with USANA Philippines on South-Central, my favorite topic to talk. And there's always a lot of joke, a lot of humorous points, a lot of funny things that happens along the way. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for the beautiful host, for the handsome. Jace, why is Jace so quiet, huh?
I think so, Jace, you need to show yourself before Kenny leaves right now.
Yeah,
you need to turn on your camera.
He say, "Oh my goodness, I may not wear my clothes yet. All right, I'm maybe half naked, right?"
I know he's so well prepared right now.
Yeah, he is. Thank you so much. You see, here's the thing. Here's the catch. Even though I may dress not that formal during my web training, home-based training, I will always make it a point to wear my clothes and my pants, because you just wouldn't know if you would stand up during your webinar and people see what you're wearing. So I don't want that to happen. So here's a trick.
Exactly.
All right, everyone. Hey, have a great day, and I shall see you soon. Go to my Facebook page. My information is always there. All right. I see you all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you so much, Kenny. See you next month. Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.